lining up to your left here, and they're playing the first game against Middlebury. It's a round-robin tournament, so each of the teams play each other one time. They get points for wins and ties, and whoever has the most points after playing Thursday, Friday, and Saturday plays in the championship game on Sunday. So here we go. We got Gilio in center. We got number 2 for Middlebury, taking it down on the right wing, takes a shot on goal. Keeping it in, number 17, defenseman, Chad Ruem. Being chased down there in the Middlebury zone by Brad Matson. Cross-ice pass, nobody home. Picked up by the right wing, number 2. We don't have his number. Tom LaPlaca on camera with Ed Seager. Cut off nicely there by Jamie Robillard. Hey, Middlebury keeping it down the RAHA zone so far. Brad Matson tries to clear, kept in nicely by number 17, Ruem. Blocked by Maura Gent. Maura Gent bringing it up the boards. Kept in again by Ruem. Cleared out over the red line by Gent. Taken along the near boards by number 11, Eric Jewell. Cross-ice pass. Number 21, nice shot on goal by number 21, Matt Taranto for Middlebury. Scores 1-0. We may be having some technical difficulties here. My technician. Michelle, you gotta get down, honey. Okay. Go set. Okay, so we got another line coming out here for RAHA. Mike Seager at center, Tom Massey at right wing, Peter Weber at left wing, Freedom at one defense spot, and looks like Robillard at the other defense spot. Brought over the line by number 11 for Middlebury. Shot on goal by Eric Jewell. Followed up by, let's see if we can catch his number. Well, 2 quick goals by Middlebury against the RAHA Squirts. 2 goals against them before they know what hit them. They're going to have to come out here and do some skating. First game of the RAHA B Invitational Tournament. Happens every year. Controlled by number 11 for Middlebury, Eric Jewell. Eric skates right in. Nobody after him. Stopped by the RAHA goalie, Josh Provost. Line change. We're here, channel 15, for the RAHA Invitational Tournament. Face-off. Controlled by Pete Weber. Gets it out of his zone. Being chased by Tom Massey, Mike Seager. Oh, beautiful cross-ice pass to number 2. We don't have his name. We got his number. He's a heck of a skater. The goal is now, a goal went off its moorings. We're here for the RAHA Invitational Tournament. Ed Seager with you. Tom Plaka, my technician and cameraman. Score is 2-0. Middlebury jumped out quick on RAHA. Mike Seager facing off with number 2. Maybe Tom LaPlaca can find out who number 2 is for Middlebury for me when we get a break. Okay, Peter Weber bringing it up across the blue line. Mike Seager picks it up at the red line. Mike Seager down the crease. Nice move. Couple nice moves picked up by Massey. Oh, knocked away nicely by number 17, Chad Ruem for Middlebury. Kept in nicely by Robillard. Robillard back in. Everyone's cleared. Pick Seager. Challenges number 22. Mark Deering. Deering controls in his own zone. Cross-ice pass, almost picked off by Ryan Daly. Down to the RAHA zone, picked up there by Bedard, the defenseman. Clears it out, picked up by number 3, Trey Nyson. Being challenged by Ryan Daly. Daly controls behind his own net. Got Briere in front, Briere takes a shot. Pass over to Masnio. Oh, got a whistle. Nice work there by that line of Daly, Briere, and Masnio. Beautiful passing there in front, but a great stop by Philip Wade, the goalie for Middlebury. Philip Wade doesn't even come up to the crossbar, Tommy, but he sure made a good save on that one. Okay, we got a face-off in the Middlebury zone. Ryan Daly with Briere at his wing, Masnio at the other wing, Robillard and Kyle Bedard, trusty defenseman for the RAHA Squirts. These are 10 and 11-year-old kids, generally. Many of them have been skating for 4 or 5 years already. Okay, controlled over the red line by number 11, Eric Jewell. Dumps it into his own zone, being chased by Briere. Briere and Jewell. Jewell coming around the back of his net. Centers out in front to number 4, George Grant. Kept in. Controlled by Jewell. Cleared by Bedard. Number 3, Trey Nyson. Dumps it into the zone. Referee clears it. Briere trying to clear. Now partially cleared by Bedard. Puck's on the right wing circle. Oh, taken away nicely there by Bedard from Eric Jewell. Kept in nicely by the defenseman. Centering pass picked up by Briere. Controlled now by Gilio in his own zone across the blue line, across the red line, bringing it into his own zone. Everything's cleared. Takes a shot. Broken up nicely there by number 21 for Middlebury, Matt Toronto. Kept in by Evan Freedom. Gilio chasing. Maura Gent chasing number 20 for Middlebury. Nice pass by number 20 to 21. Matt Toronto takes a nice shot on goal. Wide right. Kept in the zone by number 17, Chad Ruem. Cleared nicely by Bart Wing, but icing.
I am on the air.
Okay, we got a change up here in lines. 4:26 left in the first period with the Middlebury skaters, Squirt Bees, coming out quickly on the RAHA skaters for a 2-0 lead. And we'll have a face-off in the left wing circle in the RAHA zone. Brad Gilio against number 11, Eric Jewell. Jewell controls on the left near side boards, being challenged by Bart Wing. Nice poke check by Bart. Back out to the defenseman, number 3, Trey Nyson. Nice pass inside. Looked like number 16 from Middlebury took a shot at it but whiffed. Evan Freedom tries to clear. Eric Jewell takes a nice shot in the right-hand circle but whiffs. Okay, puck controlled by Brad Matson at the red line. Now Maura Gent tries to take it over the blue line. Brought in front by, Eric Jewell takes a nice shot right in the slot, but stopped nicely by the goalie for the RAHA team, Josh Provost. Nice stop by Josh Provost. Stuffed Eric Jewell with 3 minutes and 30 seconds to go in the first period, with the Middlebury team winning 2-0. Okay, nice shot on goal there by the defenseman. Stuffed nicely by Josh Provost again. When Josh Provost gets hot, I'll tell you, he's tough to beat. They jumped out on him for 2 quick ones, but I wouldn't be surprised if Josh stuffs him the rest of the way. Mike Seager facing off with number 2 from Middlebury. Controlled by RAHA, trying to take out of the zone by Pete Weber to Seager. Kept in nicely by number 22. For Middlebury, Mark Deering. Mark Deering keeps it in the zone. RAHA trying to break out. Centering pass, broken up nicely by Massey. Number 21 trying to take the shot. Matt Toronto. Controlled by the defenseman, but our wing back on defense. Evan Freedom back there to try to stop number 3, Trey Nyson. Broken up beautifully by the defensive combination. Evan Freedom digging for it. Picked up by Jimmy Masnio. Won't let Middlebury score. They're trying not to let him score again. Coming over the blue line. Jimmy Masnio that's Brem Briere trying to control. Broken up nicely by Eric Jewell. Okay, Bart Wing trying to bring it over as time expires in the first period with Middlebury going out to a 3-0 lead. The first of the RAHA B Invitational Tournament.
Lots of technical problems. I'm sorry.
Lots of technical problems. We'll be...
Tripod's gone bad, our cameras gets cold. We'll try to make it clear.
It's only 10 degrees down here, so we're having some technical difficulties with the camera due to the weather. We'll be back. It's 3-0 Middlebury over RAHA. Ladies and gentlemen, technical problems are all taken care of by Dr. Tom LaPlaca. Doctor by day, VHS recorder, and technician by night. Okay, we got the RAHA B Squirts against the Middlebury Squirts. Middlebury Squirts have jumped out to a 3-0 lead just the beginning of the second period. Okay, Robillard clears to Gilio. Gilio broken up there nicely by number 22 for Middlebury. Middlebury trying to get it into the RAHA zone. Coming down the right side into the slot. Backhand over to number 20. Broken up nicely there by, looks like Maura Gent. Maura Gent skating it up the right boards. Tries to dump in. Tries to get it over to Brad Matson. Brad Matson down the slot, tripped up. Got a...
This is the same as what they got.
Oh, nice save by Josh Provost in goal for RAHA. Nice defense by Kyle Bedard on that too. That wouldn't have been too good for RAHA. It's already 3-0. In this first game of the RAHA B Invitational Tournament, Ed Seager with you, doing the play-by-play, and Tom LaPlaca on the camera. Face off left wing circle. Controlled by Brad Matson. Brad Matson up the near boards. Being chased, poked away by Middlebury. Not before it's brought into the zone. Kicked back out. Maura Gent picks it up at the red line. Maura Gent kicks it into the Middlebury zone. Gives chase. Poke check temporarily. RAHA breaking it out of the zone now across the red line. Dumped in front, but Kyle Bedard right there on defense around the net, into the slot. Defenseman takes a shot, wide right. Chased down by Middlebury. Bedard there to break it up. Matson there to break it out. Brad Matson breaks it out over the near boards, over the red line. Poke checked away by Middlebury. Maura Gent giving chase. Middlebury bringing it over the red line, over the blue line, and we'll have a interference call by RAHA right at the blue line as the Middlebury skater was trying to bring it over the blue line. Maura Gent, we'll say accidentally, Tommy. Accidentally tripped him up. Maura Gent, one of the, well, I think the only female member of the RAHA Squirt B team this year. Maura's been skating for several years down here, playing right against the guys. And she not only keeps up with them, but she surpasses them from time to time. She's a very good skater. She's the center, I believe, on one of the lines. Actually, she's played center and wing this year. Okay, face off in the RAHA zone, Mike Seager for RAHA. Controlled by Middlebury. Pete Weber giving chase on the near boards. Seager controls. Nice clear by Mike Seager. Trying to kill the penalty. 5 skaters for Middlebury against 4 skaters for RAHA. Pete Weber, the nice clear, tried to get a shorthanded goal. The center, Mike Seager, wasn't right in the slot where he normally would be if they had 5 skaters. Mike Seager takes it in over the blue line, takes a shot. Oh, just goes wide. Stopped by the goalie, Philip Wade. The problem here is RAHA only has 4 skaters, but they're doing a heck of a job shorthanded. Weber wheels and deals, fires. Oh, stuffed again by Phil Wade. Almost a shorthanded goal by Pete Weber, the assistant captain. They're shorthanded. They're skating 5 against 4, which is why they haven't put as much pressure on the goalie in that series as they could have. They didn't want to get caught down too deep inside the Middlebury zone, or they wouldn't be able to get back and play defense, and Middlebury would get a breakaway against them. If they had 5 skaters in there, this line would be doing a heck of a job right now. Cleared by Bart Wing, the defenseman. The only wing that's a defenseman. So I always tell him. Of course, Bart always looks at me like I'm crazy when I say that, but I think he gets the joke. Wheel and dealing, broken up by Mike Seager. Middlebury on the right-hand boards. Oh, stopped, cleared, almost cleared. Cleared by Evan Freedom. Hits his own skater, Peter Weber, in the back, so it stays in. Oh, heck of a shot on goal there by number 21, Matt Toronto. Mike Seager over the red line. Seager fakes right, goes left, takes a shot on goal, broken up nicely. Kept in the zone though, shorthanded. They don't want to get caught in too close. The RAHA skaters, but they put a lot of pressure. That line put a lot of pressure on the Middlebury defense. Too bad they were only skating 4 skaters on 5. They would have been there for some of those rebounds, and they would have been able to bring it in a little deeper before they took the shot. But they had to concentrate on defense, which is the right thing to do when you're trying to kill a penalty. The penalty has been killed, and we are now skating 5 on 5 again. Nice shot from the slot by Jamie Robillard. Broken up nicely. I believe that's Jimmy Masnio. RAHA. Dumped in by Robillard. No icing. Trying to keep it in that Middlebury zone. Nice centering pass by Jimmy Masnio. Didn't quite get to Ryan Daly, who was waiting in the slot for the shot. Nobody chasing, nobody for RAHA being aggressive here. They're sitting back and waiting for the Middlebury players to do what they want with the puck, which is why the score is, partially why the score is 3-0. Eric Jewell wheels and deals, cleared by Kyle Bedard. Being chased by Jimmy Masnio on the near side boards. Broken up by Jim Masnio, good back checking by Jimmy. Nice shot on goal there by number 16. No, we don't have a number for we don't have a name for number 16. We got another penalty coming up, called by the official, Trey Schaff, MSJ hockey player. Trey figures since the season is over, he might as well come down and earn $6 a game doing the Squirt game here tonight. First game of the RAHA Invitational D tournament, which will be going on all weekend. Beautiful shot on goal by the Middlebury player, but the goalie's best friend, the pole, stopped it. Had a lot of juice on that shot. Number 21, Matt Toronto, taken behind the boards by Kyle Bedard, good defenseman. For Raha, up to Jimmy Masnio. Ryan Daly's up front. Jimmy Masnio trying to get it to him. Ryan will be called for offsides. Had the right idea. Jimmy Masnio couldn't get his stick free to get it to Ryan Daly, who was wide open up the middle, because the Middlebury player was playing good defense, holding Masnio's stick, which is what they teach him to do. 4:21 left in the second period. Brad Gilio facing off with Matson and Maura Jett. Evan Freedom and Bart Wing back as defensemen. Gilio gives chase over the red line. Controlled by Middlebury. Wing controls up the boards, trying to get it to his center. Maura Jett down the right wing, takes a shot. Oh, nice shot by Maura. Jimmy Masnio coming in hard on the left wing, tried to get the rebound. That goalie, Philip Wade, did a great job in stuffing it and keeping control of the rebound so that RAHA couldn't poke it in. The goalie has a lot of saves, at least 10 saves so far, some of which were really good shots. Cleared out of the Middlebury zone, and we have an icing on Middlebury. It'll go down to the Middlebury zone where RAHA will face off at 3 minutes and 30 seconds left in the second period. RAHA desperately needs something on the board. It's 3-0 Middlebury. First game of the RAHA B Invitational Tournament. These are squirt players, generally 10 and 11 years old. Brad Gilio facing off. Maura Jett waiting to see if she can get a pass there to take a one-timer. Doesn't happen. Middlebury controls. Eric Jewell fighting through the crowd. Bart Wing, excellent job of defense there, taking it away from a bigger player, Eric Jewell. Evan Freedom, the other defenseman, right back into the RAHA zone. Excellent play to find the crease there by Evan. Eric Jewell on the far boards. Brad Gilio takes him off the puck. Very nicely, very nicely. It wasn't a check. They're not allowed to check in this league. The Squirts aren't allowed to check. They're not allowed to hit each other intentionally. But you can ride the player off the puck. Maura Jett almost broke free again. Maura pokes it into Middlebury zone. Nice centering pass by Jimmy Masnio. Or that was Brad Matson's, excuse me. Gilio steals it in his own zone. Dumps into the zone for a change of line. Pete Weber, Mike Seager, Tom Massey giving chase. Seager breaks it up. Oh, nice poke check by Mike Seager. Forces an offsides. We'll have a face-off in the neutral zone. Ed Seager and Tom LaPlaca here with you. Tom LaPlaca, doctor by day, technician by night, seems to have cleared up all the technical difficulties. Thank you, Tom. All right, we're on a roll, Tommy says. Mike Seager on the face-off, controlled by Mike Seager over the red line. Mike Seager fakes right, goes left, has a free zone, takes a shot, oh, goes wide to the right. Tom Massey looking for the rebound. Pete Weber, this line has put a lot of pressure on the defense when they're short-handed. Let's see what they can do with 5 skaters. Tom Massey. Oh, nice move by the Middlebury player. Kept it nicely. Oh! Massey to Weber to Seager. Seager goes wide on the backhand shot. Beautiful team play there. Oh, nice pass up the ice by the Middlebury pair. Number 21 over to number 20. Matt Toronto cleared behind the net. Kyle Bedard, nice defensive stop there. Jamie Robillard around his own net. Mike Seager looking for the breakout. Pete Weber's got the breakout. Down the crease he goes, over the red line. Fakes right, goes left. Beautiful move by Weber. Oh, tries to get it over to Seager and Massey. Broken up nicely by the defense. They're coming back. They got 4 on 2. See what Kyle Bedard's going to do. Oh, nice stop. Nice stop by Josh Provost, the goalie. They had him at least 3 on 1. Nice shot from the right wing circle by number 3, Ben Sanger for Middlebury. Middlebury change up lines. Okay, we're down in the RAHA zone. Face off between Mike Seager and number 6. Nope, sorry, we don't have a number. Mike Seager breaks out. Nope, kept in nicely by number 22. Mark Deering around the boards. Tom Massey breaks it up to Robillard. Robillard clears the zone. No icing. Mike Seager giving chase. Tries to poke it away. Almost does poke it away. Mike Seager on the far boards. Over to... Whoa! Tripped up from behind. No call. Pete Weber was alone on the left-hand slot. Couldn't get it to him. Pete Weber giving chase. Weber rides him off the puck. Brought into the zone. Ben Briere now. No. Ben Briere tried to pass it off the boards to Mike Seager. No time left in the second period, and it's Middlebury 3, RAHA nothing. First game of the RAHA B Invitational Tournament. Now they're beating the RAHA kids to the punch at every turn here. Bart Wing right there where he's supposed to be. Break up that shot by Eric Jewell. Right back to Eric Jewell though. Evan Freedom trying to clear. Andrew Spanger from Middlebury tries to take the shot. Broken up nicely by the defenseman, Bart Wing. And Evan Freedom around his own net. Tries to clear up the boards. Over to number 16, Jimmy Masnio. Ryan Daly wide open. Didn't quite see him on time. Broken up nicely by Middlebury. Ben Briere trying to control down the boards into the zone. Pokes it in, Ben Briere. Chasing number 3. Brings it around his net. Ben Sanger. There's that puck right in front. Ryan Daly goes down. Center, beautiful centering pass by Ryan Daly. Ben Briere and Jimmy Masnio try to poke it in. Can't quite do it. Eric Jewell bringing down the near boards. Over to number 4. George Grant. Bart Wing breaks it up. Wing up the boards to Jimmy Masnio. Broken up nicely. RAHA trying to clear, can't get it out of their zone. Better get it out of there. It's already 3-0. Wide open in front. Number 16, Andrew Sanger. Can't control the pass. Jimmy Masnio over his blue line, over the red line being chased by number 4, George Grant. Broken up, pass goes across ice. Down the Middlebury zone, Ben Briere tries to poke it away. Ryan Daly tries to poke it away. Bart Wing, the defenseman, got caught up inside. Eric Jewell comes across. Broken up nicely by Ben Briere and Eric Freedom. Evan Freedom. Okay, Masnio controls into his own zone. Picked up by Ryan Daly. Ryan Daly's hot for one tonight. Ryan Daly's been way out in front of the pack, waiting for a pass to get a breakaway, but they can't quite get it to him so far tonight. Okay, here comes little number 20. Josh Splain, right up the crease, uncontested until Maura Jett back checks him. Maura Jett trying to clear. Brad Giglio. Maura Jett tries to go up the boards. Whiffs. Jamie Robillard. Ames fires up the boards, trying to clear out of that RAHA zone. Out to Brad Giglio, coming across. Brad Matson takes a shot on goal, goes far left. Brad Giglio coming down in front, tries to beat number 3, Ben Sanger, but Ben Sanger right there where he's supposed to be. Maura Jett pokes it away at the red line. Maura Jett up the boards. Here comes little number 2, uncontested up the crease. Oh, nice stop by Josh Provost. Trey Nyson, smallest kid out there, walks right in on RAHA. Nice save by Josh Provost again. And Maura Jett clears the rebound out. Trey Nyson was looking for a big G. Trey Nyson all over the place. Trey Nyson single-handedly taking on RAHA. Broken up by Bedard. Good back checking by Maura Jett. I'm not going to tell you who's going to get this, but I think it's once again. Now this time Josh Blaine. Nice defense by Kyle Bedard. Takes on number 21 right in front there, Matt Toronto. We have a penalty. I think it's coming down on RAHA. We don't need to be skating 5-on-4. Unfortunately, we got the penalty call. Kyle Bedard. Kyle trying to play hard. He's always hustling out there. Tough defenseman. Didn't see what the call was. It's a minor. A minute and 30-second penalty. Wherein RAHA will be skating 4 skaters. Middlebury will be skating 5. Tough position down there in the RAHA zone. The idea for RAHA now is to clear out of that zone and kill the penalty. Mike Seager facing off against Spanger. RAHA controls. Up the boards by Bart Wing. Clears the zone. Nice shot into the zone there by number 17 from Middlebury, Chad UM. Mike Seager trying to poke check it away. Bart Wing does poke check it away. Kept in by number 22, controlled by Mike Seager, flipped out of the zone, trying to kill the penalty. Pete Weber gives chase. Up the near side boards. Mike Seager trying to poke it away. They're short-handed, RAHA short-handed. Oh, we got a breakaway by number 16. Andrew Spanger broken up nicely. Mike Seager trying to poke check it away from number 17 from Middlebury. Chad Bluem. Mike Seager controls at his blue line. Trying to kill the penalty. 24 seconds left on the penalty. Pete Weber pokes it away. Excellent line killing, penalty killing here by this line for RAHA. Pete Weber, Mike Seager, Bart Wing, Tom Massey, and in goal, Josh Provost. RAHA's down 3-0. They got to have something happen. They need to be skating 5 players. They don't need the penalties. Mike Seager on the near boards, pokes it away, dumps it into the zone. Seager and Weber giving chase. Number 17 falls down behind his net. Pete Weber out front. Tom Massey tries to take a poke at it. Broken up nicely by Middlebury. Almost a short-handed goal by RAHA. Oh, stopped nicely there by Wing. Wing back checking on number 3. Number 3 wheeling and dealing. Ben Spanger. Mike Seager clears it. Number 3, Spanger. The penalty is killed. We're back to 5-on-5. Bart Wing tries to clear, but number 11 for Middlebury, Eric Jewell, has been playing a heck of a game tonight, says no way. Oh, here we go, Tom Massey down the near boards. Tom Massey being chased in there by number 2. Poked away by Trey Nyson. Oh, right in front. Oh, stopped by Wade. Looked like a good try there. Good shot on goal by Jimmy Masnio. Almost had something there. Well, we got the Wade boys in goal there tonight for Middlebury. Not sure if we got Ryan or Phillip in there right now. They're twins. And they're both excellent goalies. Doing a good job. Face off in the Middlebury zone. Ben Briere tries to keep it in. Middlebury skaters are skating right through the RAHA kids. Not Kyle Bedard, however. Kyle Bedard says no way. Breaks up the breakaway by number 21, Matt Toronto. RAHA trying to clear the zone. Kyle Bedard takes it around behind his own net. Toronto giving chase. Bedard trying to go right through him. Got to pass it up the ice, folks. Oh, Middlebury right in front. Stuffed by Josh Provost. Excellent. Excellent goaltending by Josh Provost. Stuff number 21, Matt Toronto, who had a nice shot. 4 minutes, 9 seconds left in the third period. Not looking too good for the RAHA Squirts, losing 3-0 to Middlebury. Middlebury's got some big kids out there. From time to time skating right through the RAHA Squirts. But the Squirts are giving it their all here, both teams. Middlebury, I believe, scored all 3 goals in the first period. Came out hot, and RAHA has stopped them ever since. Nice cross-ice pass by Jamie Robillard. Matson can't control. Bedard stuffs the shot. Masnio gets rid of it up to Ryan Daly. He's wide open at the blue line. A little slow on that pass. Ryan had to tiptoe across the blue line. Kept in nicely by Bedard. Nice pass into Ryan Daly, who's wide open in the slot there. Okay, we got Masnio in a tussle over the far boards with number 3, Ben Sanger. Sanger controls. Bedard back checking nicely. Kicked up in front by, stopped nicely by Jamie Robillard. Excellent defensive play by Jamie. Stopped the breakaway. RAHA can't afford another goal here against them. If they can get on the board shortly here, they got a chance. 2 minutes and 42 seconds left in the third period. Oh, broken up nicely by Middlebury. Ryan Daly. Well, I thought that was a little trip, but the Trey Shaft is letting the boys play here in the last 2 minutes and 24 seconds of the third period. Kyle Bedard. Oh, no. Josh Provost falls. Mora Jet picks it up. Nice play by Mora. Pokes it off the boards. Controls over to Jimmy Masnio. Or Matson, that is. Nice pass. Nice play by Mora all around. Kyle Bedard. Got Mora Jet wide open in the crease. Passes up to Gilio. Gilio giving chase over his blue line. 52 seconds left in the game. Looks like Middlebury is going to take the first game of the RAHA B Invitational Tournament. We'll be playing all weekend. Come on down and watch. It's a lot of fun. The kids are skating their hearts out. 36 seconds left. Mora Jet shot on goal down the crease. Stopped by Wade. Mora Jet almost came in for the rebound. Brad Gilio giving chase, trying to back check. Mora Jet giving chase to number 2. Brad Gilio knocks it away. Cleared out of the RAHA zone. 6 seconds left. Brad Gilio takes him down. Well, we got a breakaway chance here by Brad Matson with Brad Gilio down the slot. Shot goes wide by Brad Matson. Good try, good hustle by Brad. Controlled around the boards by Trey Nyson. Up the far boards. 37 seconds left. Josh Splain, smallest kid on the ice. He's a wheeler and dealer. Nice pass in front. Excellent defense by Evan Freedom to knock it away. Mike Seager giving chase. Goes to the far boards around behind RAHA net. Evan Freedom looking up. Middlebury's Mike Seager's wide open down the crease. Can't get it to him. Mora Jet breaking up a nice pad. Josh Provost right there on the save. Excellent save by Josh. Josh got hit early for a few. 1-0, no time left. Middlebury outskates RAHA for the first game of the Invitational. 3-0. Kids tried their hardest. RAHA came out a little flat in this one, and Middlebury came out fired up. Got 2 quick ones in the first period. There was a lapse of several minutes in the first period, and I think toward the end of the first, beginning of the second, Middlebury scored again, and it's been a defensive struggle ever since then. RAHA finally woke up and started playing some good defense and putting some pressure on the Middlebury team, but a couple of penalties hurt the RAHA team, and they were skating 5-on-4.
What happens after a crash doing 30 with no safety belt?
A face-off. You could learn a lot from a dummy. Buckle your safety belt.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, or good afternoon, I should say. We're here at RAHA, and we've just finished game 1 of the RAHA Invitational Tournament. This is Tom LaPlaca from Channel 15 on the microphone here with the RAHA Tournament Director here, Mary DeAngelis, with the camera on her shoulder. We've abandoned our tricky tripod. Ed Seager and I tried to bring you game 1 where RAHA lost to Middlebury 3-0. That's RAHA Squirt B. And in an effort to do that, we had technical problems. Mary DeAngelis has agreed for Channel 15 to use the camera from her shoulder. We're going to try to bring you the action. Very briefly, this is the 1996 RAHA Invitational B Tournament. Teams are labeled A and B and sometimes AB in different levels. We brought you the Founders Cup ages 6 to 9 earlier in the year. And for those of you who aren't familiar with the RAHA setup or hockey setup in the state and nationwide, Squirts, I believe, are age 10 and 11, Pee-wees 12 and 13, Bantams 14 and 15, and I hope we have that correct. This is a tournament where a number of teams have been invited to RAHA to compete at the Squirt level. We have a RAHA team, our RAHA Squirt B team, who just finished with Middlebury, losing 3-0. We have the Middlebury team by invitation, a Woodstock team, and a team from Missisquoi. At the Pee-wee level, tonight, which is Thursday, March 7th, and tomorrow night, Friday, March 8th, there are 2 games on each night and a host of games all weekend long, March 9th and 10th. The entire thing has been organized by RAHA. Mary DeAngelis is in charge. I've got the data in front of me here. We'll try to bring you the specifics. The Pee-wee teams, the 4 teams competing at the Pee-wee level, tonight, tomorrow, and over the weekend, will be RAHA, Middlebury, Seahawks from Southern Connecticut, and the Hanover Red. I presume from Hanover, New Hampshire. Is that right, Mary, from Hanover, New Hampshire? Yes. Mary nods yes. We have the Bantam teams. Those would be the age 14 and 15 players. We have a RAHA team, a RAHA B entered in this tournament for the Bantams, Middlebury, Southern Connecticut Seahawks, and Missisquoi. So we have essentially, let's see, 12 teams really, 12 different teams, 3 RAHA teams, 1 at each level, and then invitational teams accordingly. Now the way this thing works, through a host of games, there are not brackets as in the Founders Cup, but there are points given to each win, a tie, and no points given for a loss. We'll have a series of games over the next 3 days, 4 days actually, culminating in championship level games, Squirt, Pee-wee, and Bantam, with the 2 teams at the end of our 3 days of play, 4 days of play, having the most points, will square off for a championship game. Presently, we've had 1 game. Game 1 saw, as I mentioned repeatedly, RAHA's B, Squirt B, losing to Middlebury, Squirt B, 3-0. RAHA gets no points. Middlebury gains 2 points in the first game. This game here we're about to bring you, and as the action gets ready to be picked up here, is going to be the RAHA Bantam B versus Middlebury Bantam B. And this is Tom LaPlaca for Channel 15. A privilege for us to bring you this game. Mary DeAngelis has the camera on her shoulder, and she's taking care of our tripod problems. We'll try to spot the players for you, quickly running down the roster for Middlebury. John Powers, Heath Nissen, Morgan Butler, Steve Heitkamp, John Dowingyan, Quincy Baker, Brian Smith, Kurt Wimet, Adam Stoner, Matt LaFiandra, and Colin Reynolds. For the Bantam B RAHA players, number 5, Keith Lazarchik, number 7, John Powers, number 8, Becky Daly, number 15, Ted Everett, number 16, Donald Bedard, number 49, James Wade. Goaltender is number 50, Chuck Whitehead. Brian Schmitz, number 56. Andy Trainer, number 59. Josh McKenzie, 67. Number 73, Patrick Stahl. And number 87, Laurie Goodwin. So we're about to set here our game 2 with the RAHA Bantam Bees, about to go head-to-head with Middlebury Bantam Bees. Middlebury team certainly outplayed our team, although we were we were somewhat stellar in defeat with Josh Provo in goal for the RAHA Squirt B, but they were clearly outgunned a little bit to begin with and went behind 2-0 and subsequently succumbed 3-0, but they'll be back in the tournament as soon as tomorrow. So as the teams take the ice, the camera tells the story. RAHA about to head out. I think that's Chucky Whitehead in goal, and I'll try to spot the players for you. Bear with us. It looks like for Middlebury, it's going to be the goaltending is Quincy Baker, number 20. So as we set to go here, I'm not familiar with these players. Bear with us. We'll try to bring you the action here. It looks like Ted Everett at center for RAHA. And the puck's been dropped, and here we go in the first period. Everett winning that. Lori Goodwin now on the ice for RAHA. Here comes Middlebury. A little shot wide off to our left here, just to the left of goaltender Chuck Whitehead. As the action picks up here, as we start a shot in front. Action just started with 14:41 to go in the first period. Off to our left here, down in the far corner. We had a goal with a nice left-handed forehand from number 14 for Middlebury. Morgan Butler just wrapped one by Chuck Whitehead. And before anybody's broken a sweat here, we've got a 1-0 Middlebury lead. And it looks like both Middlebury teams that come down here jump on you quickly. As we try to spot the players, we know we've got Teddy Everett out there. Chucky Whitehead in goal. Quincy Baker in goal for Middlebury. Puck is dropped. Teddy Everett wins it. He comes into his own zone. Short, weak wrist shot towards the goal, knocked away by Quincy Baker. Off to our right here. A little bit of a scrum up against the board. Puck is loose, taken by number 15 for Middlebury, Steve Heitkamp. Puck in the neutral zone. Rutland trying to control. For RAHA, we've also got Becky Daly out there on the front line. Lori Goodwin.
Come on, somewhere near the net, John.
And James Wade. Action to our left here in the RAHA zone here. Puck.
Morgan Butler, assisted by number 23, Kurt.
Puck control by Middlebury now in the RAHA zone. Just announced we've got a breakaway here. Here he comes into the Middlebury zone. It's James Wade. James Wade right and left, trying to control the puck. Headed into the Middlebury zone on Quincy Baker. Lost control of the puck. Puck in the neutral zone. Headed up ice into the RAHA zone. Nice breakaway there by number 49, James Wade for RAHA. James Wade again. James Wade steals from number 14, Morgan Butler. Puck now in the Middlebury zone. Attempted center pass. Knocked away there nicely by number 14, Morgan Butler. And as the puck sent through the neutral zone, we had a nice breakaway there that I'm certain Mary DeAngelis has that for you. And as a quiet evening at the rink here early in the tournament, not a lot of noise, not a lot of huge fan attendance, but lots of action here on the ice. Middlebury in the RAHA zone, taken there by number 23, Kurt Wimette, and number 25, Matt LaFiandra. Puck control, shot from the point, number 14, Morgan Butler's got one goal already. Again, to our left here at the point, skating around. Chased in the corner by number 56, Brian Smits. And as we set and learn the players here, we see number 12, Heath Nissen, on the ice for Middlebury. And we're going to have a face-off to our left here. So, with 12:39 left in the first period, Game 2 of the Rutland RAHA 1996 B Tournament Invitational. Puck is dropped here. Taken by RAHA, up along the boards, out of the neutral zone. John Powers chased it for RAHA. And we've got Andy Trainer out there for RAHA, number 59. Number 56 is Brian Smits. Puck now in the Middlebury zone, controlled by Middlebury by number 25, Matt LaFiandra. In the neutral zone, knocked away there beautifully by Brian Smits. And we got a line change here. Here comes number 23 for Middlebury into the RAHA zone, knocked away there beautifully. Poke checked away there by number 8, Becky Daly. Controlled now by Morgan Butler. Thrown into the zone. Fire on goal. Number 23 for Middlebury. Fires from the right side. Another shot on goal. Knocked away there at the last minute by Chuck Whitehead. Puck off to our left here in the RAHA zone. Tom LaPlaca trying to bring you the action. Mary DeAngelis on camera, graciously holding that camera on her shoulder. And we've got a little bit of a rush here from RAHA. Number 5, Keith Lazarchik now brought the puck up ice. Controlled by Middlebury up into the neutral zone. Here comes Morgan Butler. Morgan Butler stick handles beautifully around one man. Tries to center, nobody home. 25 for Middlebury, number Matt LaFiandra now in the corner. Tries to center, does. Knocked away there just at the last minute by the RAHA defenseman. Laurie Goodwin now knocks the puck into the zone. Laurie Goodwin behind the Middlebury net. Taken there by number 18, John Dunyan. Knocked up into the zone. John Dunyan, I guess. A big person. Puck taken there. Here comes number 7, John Powers now up the ice. Taken down there by John Dunyan. Morgan Butler in the corner. John Dunyan headed out. Here comes Middlebury up in the neutral zone. Nice pass ahead to number 23, Kurt Ouimet. Kurt Ouimet in the corner now. Looks to feed it back. John Dunyan at the point on the left to our left. Stick handles through. Lots of action in front of the goal there. It looks like everybody in the Middlebury team's in front of the goal. Bang! Morgan Butler fires. Morgan Butler fires and hits one over the fence for a home run. And we've got to have a face-off here to our left in the RAHA zone. Tom LaPlaca on the mic here for you with laryngitis. I'm trying to bring you the Bantam B RAHA invitational action here. Mary DeAngelis, Commissioner Mary DeAngelis in this tournament on the camera for us. We'll have a face-off. Heath Nissen, number 7, John Powers, won by Nissen. Attempted shot there by number 25 for Middlebury, Matt LaFiandra. Puck around behind the net. Chase there, dive Doan. Taken away there from Brian Smits. Now fire from the point again. Number 23, Kurt Ouimet. Puck flipped away up into the neutral zone, chased by Kurt Ouimet. Middlebury goalie number 30, Colin Reynolds, out of the goal. Here comes Teddy Everett now, and we've got an offside. Teddy Everett picked up the puck in the neutral zone, headed right down in front of us here. But we'll have to get that fella's number. And it looks like Andy Traynor couldn't get out of the zone, number 59. So on the ice for RAHA, we've got Laurie Goodwin, Teddy Everett. We've got James Wade, number 49. For Middlebury, it looks like we've got Matt LaFiandra, Heath Nissen, John Downyan, Morgan Butler. Middlebury controls right in front of us here. Morgan Butler now throws the puck up in the neutral zone. Nice pass in there to number 25, taken away by John Wade. Poke checked away now. Looks like we've got an offsides here. Middlebury looks like Brian Smith, Kurt Ouimet, and Matt LaFiandra out there. That is Colin Reynolds in goal, number 30 for Middlebury. RAHA's goalie, Chuck Whitehead. Moving around down there. 9:16 left first period. 1-0 Middlebury. Middlebury, the big team. Nice skaters. RAHA looks a little flat at the outset. Laurie Goodwin right in front of us. Teddy Everett. Face-off one there by number 23. Kurt Ouimet takes it up along the left boards. Knocked away nicely there by Ted Everett. Passed up ahead. Taken away. Stopped there in the RAHA zone. Flip pass attempted up to James Wade. Laurie Goodwin throws it into the zone. James Wade coming in the left side. Skates past one man, comes in on goal, fires just wide to the left of Colin Reynolds. Nice wrist shot there, just wide. Puck now behind the Middlebury goal. James Wade looks to try a wraparound. Nobody chasing here. In front, puck's in front of the Middlebury zone, and it's chipped away beautifully there. Knocked away beautifully by number 15, Steve Heitkamp. Here comes James Wade in front. Becky Daly, a little weak wrist shot. Around the boards now, picked up there by Ted Everett. Little pressure here from RAHA. Tries to center it. Laurie Goodwin just a little late. And here comes Middlebury, number 25, Matt LaFiandra, headed up ice now. Check there, trying to be challenged. Attempted pass over to It looks like an attempted pass over to Heath Nissen. Puck to our left here in the RAHA zone. Lots of action. RAHA Invitational B Tournament. 3 levels, Squirt, Bantam, and Pee Wee. This is a Bantam game, Middlebury and RAHA. 7:55 first period, 1-0 Middlebury. We'll try to spot the players for you as we learn them. We've got Andy Trainer out there for RAHA. And we've got a penalty. I didn't see it. We've got a penalty, and it looks like we're going to go 5-on-4. I missed it. Trying to read the roster. 1-0 Middlebury. 7:55. 2-minute penalty. Did not see it. We know number 73 for RAHA. Patrick Stahl's in the box. Morgan Butler now. Nice pass over to number 23, Schmitz. Taken there by James Wade. Touch pass. Nice touch pass in the neutral zone. Up to John Powers. Puck thrown down to Middlebury zone. Taken there beautifully by number 23, Kurt Wimet. Up to John Dowinyan. Here comes Middlebury into the RAHA zone. Lovely pass across the ice. Fire on goal just wide to the left and high. 7:26. First period, 1-0 Middlebury. Dowinyan left side. Fires. Oh my. Dowinyan fired. It looked like a rebound off Chucky Whitehead. And I got to tell you, I'll get his number here in a second. It looks like in the slot, Steve Heitkamp right there with his stick and banged it right in. And Middlebury with 7:21, a man up with 1:27 left in the penalty to Patrick Stahle, a penalty which we don't know anything about, has scored again, and we've got a 2-0 lead here for Middlebury. So 7:21 left, first period. Bantam B, Middlebury RAHA. 25, Matt LaFiandra wins the face-off here right at center ice. And RAHA try to kill that penalty. Here comes 23. Kurt Wimet. Now the goal is given to John Davignon. We'd have to say Dowinyan. He might puck right in front of the RAHA zone. And Chucky Whitehead wisely comes out. A little bumping there. Now, we look like 2 players going toe-to-toe, neither of them getting silly. One big fella from Middlebury, and we'll spot him for you. Had a few words. Number 23, Kurt Wimet, had a few words for, it looks like, 56, Brian Smits. Make sure I have the right fella there. No, I guess that's not 56. I'll take that back, Brian. That's Don Bedard. Don Bedard, Kurt Wimet. Little chaw in there, nothing serious. Center off to our left here. Puck's drop. 14, Morgan Butler. Attempted check there by Laurie Goodwin. Morgan Butler just shakes that one off. Puck taken by number 8, Becky Daly, up along the boards. Steve Heitkamp now. John Dowinyan. I worked so hard on that name. It's Dowinyan. Shot on goal. John Dowinyan right from the center of the RAHA zone. A flip shot. It looked like Chuck Whitehead might have been screened a little bit, but he knocked it away very nicely. Middlebury backhand. Backhand there by Morgan Butler. Puck in front. Lots of pressure. Fired. And it looks like target practice here. Morgan Butler fired. And finally, Kurt Wimet banged one from the right side. It was a raised forehand shot that sailed into the left part of the goal here. And with 6:17 left in the third period, a very smooth Middlebury team has taken a 3-0 lead here. RAHA looks a little flat, as did the Squirts, just a hair, but ready to go now. Teddy Everett trying to make a game of it. 6:17 first period. Number 14, Morgan Butler, knocked away there by Teddy Everett, chased by Becky Daly. Keith Lasarchuk on the ice now for RAHA. Laurie Goodwin on defense. Teddy Everett knocked away nicely there by number 15 for Middlebury, Steve Heitkamp. Kurt Wimet given credit for the goal now by the announcer. Morgan Butler nicely stick handling the puck. Puck around, knocked down there by hand. Morgan Butler, here comes a lefty. Morgan Butler up on the left side. Fires on goal. Chucky Whitehead right there, knocks it away on the pad. The right knee pad. Taken there by Morgan Butler now. Controlled by James Wade. Behind the net now. You've got a couple people trying to pin the putt shot on goal from behind the goal. Angle cut down nicely there by Chuck Whitehead. Chuck Whitehead under some pressure here. 5:19 first period, 3-0 Middlebury. Steve Heitkamp throws it into the zone. Taken by number 5, Keith Lazarchuk behind the goal. Trying to free it up. Attempted pass up to Teddy Everett. Taken here, headed into the neutral zone. Here comes Raha. Nice pass ahead here. Nice pass ahead. It looks like number 49 fires. Oh, just wide. James Wade took a nice pass from Ted Everett. Coming in on the left side and fired wide. John Davignon now trying to stick handles. Stick handles around one man. Fired. Chuck Whitehead. Screen, but blocks it with a pad. Chased there by number 16, 15, Teddy Everett, and 16, Don Bedard. Puck around behind the RAHA goal, out in front. Out in front, number 23, Kurt Wimette. Lots of pressure here, 4:31, first period. And here comes John Powers. John Powers trying to get around one man. Knocked away there nicely. John Powers taking off the puck by 23, Kurt Wimette. Chased by Morgan Butler now. The smooth Morgan Butler behind his own goal. Fires it up the neutral zone. Taken there by Heath Nissen. Here comes Heath Nissen, trailed by Matt LaFiandra. Heath Nissen coming in. Poke checked away there nicely by Don Bedard. Don Bedard out in front. And here comes RAHA trying to control. Up into the neutral zone. Taken there by Steve Heitkamp. Knocked away there. Morgan Butler again knocks it over the fence and out of the park. No, I guess not. Puck still in play here. Must be some debris falling from the sky. Action slowing just a little bit. 3:36 last first period. Puck controlled there by Matt LaFiandra now. Middlebury, lots of pressure. Fired from the point and just trickles by. Wow. Well done. Well done. Fired, kind of sliding away from the puck. Steve Heitkamp, a little bit off balance, took a nice shot. Forehand shot right from center ice in the zone. Blocked temporarily by the glove side of Chucky Whitehead and then trickled into the goal. So RAHA now, with its work cut out, 4-0, first period. 3:26 left to go. This is the RAHA B Invitational Tournament. Game 2. These are Bantams. These are Bantams. Age 14 and 15. .25 shot on goal. Chucky Whitehead, stick save, beauty, covers up. Nice shot from the right side there by Matt LaFiandra, the lefty. 3:15 first period. RAHA getting barraged by a Middlebury Bantam B here. 4-0 Middlebury. The smooth Morgan Butler skating around now. RAHA looking to pick it up here. Teddy Everett centers it up with Kurt Wimette. Steve Heitkamp getting credit for the goal from the announcer now. John Davignon now. Big John on the left side. Can't control. Taken away there by Laurie Goodwin. Laurie Goodwin, here comes Teddy Everett. He's got a breakaway. He's in on goal here. Chased by Morgan Butler. And it looked like a potential hook there, but 2:48 left first period. Teddy Everett couldn't get quite control. Morgan Butler chasing him, and I think we've got a penalty here. Not knowing all the hockey rules here, I don't know what we've got. I think it's a hooking penalty of some sort. Morgan Butler making a desperate effort to chase Teddy Everett on a breakaway here, and hooked him with his stick and the right arm, and Teddy couldn't get control. 4-0 Middlebury. 2-minute penalty to Morgan Butler, who's played outstanding here in the first period. 2:45 left first period. RAHA now 5-on-4. Becky Daly keeps it in. Flip shot blocked there. Middlebury trying to break it up. Kept in beautifully there by Teddy Everett. Puck knocked down to the RAHA zone. Chased there by Becky Daly. Becky Daly behind her own goal now. RAHA 1:39 left in the penalty. Attempted pass to Laurie Goodwin now. Chased by John Davignon. John not hard to spot. Big guy, lots of hair. Centered in front, taken away there nicely by 23. Kurt Wimette. Chased by Becky Daly. Now here comes number 12. Becky Daly knocks it away off the stick of Heath Nissen. RAHA with 1:17 left in the first period. Can't seem to break it out and put some pressure here on Colin Reynolds. Keith Lazarchuk now. The puck's taken away by number 12. Coming in on the right side. Ridden off the puck there nicely by James Wade. Number 12 chasing James Wade. Heath Nissen. Here comes Jane Wade in on the right side, trying to go wide. Past John Davignon, tries to center. Teddy Everett just a little late. Nice defensive play by Middlebury. Puck out of the zone now. Ted Everett waits for clearing. Knocks it into the zone. John Davignon. John Davignon up into the neutral zone. Passes nicely up to number 23. Kurt Wilmette shot on goal. Chuck Whitehead. Pad save and a beauty. Here comes Don Bedard. Don Bedard heading up center ice. Chased there by Matt LaFiandra. Puck thrown in. Steve Heitkamp now with a goal. Heads after it. 57 seconds first period. 10 seconds left in the penalty. And it looks like Middlebury is going to kill this one off very nicely. Very nicely. Andy Trainer now is firing on goal. Right straight on goal. Nice flip shot. Stopped there by Colin Reynolds very nicely. Johnny Powers trying to center. No dice. Shot on goal from the point from Brian Smith. Brian Smits. RAHA now with a little pressure. Andy Trainer taking off the puck there by John Davignon. Two big guys. Here comes Morgan Butler, the smooth Morgan Butler now. Morgan Butler up the left side here. Tries to stick handle past one man. Don Bedard taps it away beautifully. Andy Trainer. John Davignon in the neutral zone. 8 seconds, first period. And it looks like we're going to have the end of the first period here. And we do. At the end of the first period, Bantam B, RAHA Invitational, Middlebury 4, Rutland nothing. And we'll take a break here, and we'll be back with you very shortly. Okay, we're back with you. Period number 2, the RAHA Invitational B Tournament. Here, March 7th, Thursday evening here at RAHA. Middlebury with a win in the Squirt game. The Squirt B game, 3-0 over RAHA. Leads here 4-0, beginning of second period. Middlebury with a couple of smooth teams. A little collision here. John Davignon, Laurie Goodwin. John Davignon, Laurie Goodwin down. James Wade trying to knock it away. Laurie Goodwin. Shot on goal there, just wide. To the right of Colin Reynolds. Middlebury knocks it up ice. So RAHA shot there was by Becky Daly. And we've got an icing call. 14:27 second period. Middlebury having the advantage here. Appears to be out hustling RAHA just a tad. Bunch of smooth skaters. Big players. Getting some nice goaltending from Colin Reynolds, who hasn't been barraged. Chucky Whitehead, nice job in goal for RAHA. Been barraged. But knocked a number of them away. John Davignon, Big John behind the goal. Morgan Butler now. Waiting to see what John's going to do here. Knocked away there. Chased by number 15, Steve Heitkamp and Heath Nissen. John Davignon now. Chased by Laurie Goodwin. James Wade checks John. John doesn't budge. He's like a tree out there. John Davignon stick handling nicely. Nice pass up there to 23. Kurt Wilmette. Kurt Wilmette coming into the zone. Center ice. Comes in. Knocked away there initially, but Kurt Wilmette stayed right with it. Lots of credit to Kurt Wilmette. Skated around two RAHA defenders. Chucky Whitehead didn't appear to see him. He slipped through the two defenders, fired, hit Chucky White right in the chest. Chucky covered up. 13:54. Good stop by the goaltender, Chuck Whitehead, and Kurt Wilmette. Lots of perseverance. Smooth skater. Into the zone. Came from right to left. Split two men and took a shot. Wasn't a strong shot, but right in the chest of Chuck Whitehead. Puck now in the RAHA zone. Knocked up into the neutral zone. Big John Davignon. John Davignon. Not hard to miss. Puck taken there by Pat Stolley now. Patrick Stolley, number 73 in the game. John Powers, Patrick Stolley for RAHA. Don Bedard. Looks like we've got an offsides here. So we'll try to set the players. We're still learning them. We got Andy Trainer, Don Bedard, it looks like, here on defense. We've got Patrick Stolley and Big John Powers now. John has the curly hair under the helmet along with John Davignon. So we've got a couple of twins here, one in white, one in blue. We've got a little bit of a line switch here. Pat Stolley out. Keith Lazarchuk in. Teddy Everett in. Face off right to our right here, number 12. For Middlebury against Heath Nissen against Teddy Everett. Here comes John Wade, Jim Wade. Oh my! Jim Wade with a nice move from the left side. Crossed the puck over very nicely and a little surreptitiously headed down the ice. Didn't think he had quite that much of a lead on the defender. Came down on the left side, came right in front of Colin Reynolds. Deked once and fired. Colin Reynolds, great stop. Stretched right out. Good play on both parts. Teddy Everett now. Teddy Everett wins the face-off. Keith Lazarchuk throws it into the zone. Nice play there by James Wade. Stopped by Colin Reynolds, but here comes Heath Nissen now. Oops, chased by Keith Lazarchuk. We've got some checking here. RAHA checking now. And forechecking here. Puck taken there by James Wade. Morgan Butler at the point there. Flips it into the zone. Taken by 56, Brian Smits. Brian Smits up ahead to Teddy Everett now. Taken back in there by Kurt Ouimet. Kurt Ouimet thrown up to the neutral zone into the Middlebury zone. Chased by Teddy Everett and number 25 for Middlebury, Matt LaFiandra. Ted Everett tried to take LaFiandra off the puck, misses. James Wade misses on number 14, Morgan Butler, who's smooth, big and smooth. Here comes Butler, puck end to end. Butler now, drop pass for John Davignon, fired just wide of Chucky Whitehead over his left shoulder. John Davignon had a little sauce on that one. Morgan Butler keeps it in. Chased by Matt LaFiandra, checked there by James Wade. Morgan Butler stick handling beautifully. We got a penalty here. It looks like a hooking. So with 11:58 left in the second period, we've got James Wade for a penalty here. And we'll have James Wade. Now it looks like we're a little bit behind the 8 ball here. We had James, I believe it's James Wade in the box now, joined by Andy Trainer. We've got a 5-on-3. We've got 2 people in the box. We totally missed one penalty. So that tells you something about amateur announcing here. Middlebury had 4-0 now with plenty of pressure here. 23, Kurt Ouimet. Heath Nissen, John Davignon now. Chased there by John Powers. Shot on goal just wide, Morgan Butler. John Davignon drop pass. Heath Nissen centers. Fired on goal wide again. It's a shooting range here. John Davignon now out in front. Becky Daly trying to hold off number 15, Steve Heitkamp. And as Morgan Butler fires one in, Chucky Whitehead gloves it. So we're 5-on-3 here. We know we got a minute 32 and 1 penalty. We've got 2 RAHA players in the box. The first penalty totally escaped us. You'll have to excuse us on that. Maybe you saw it at home. As we checked the rosters and learned the players here in the second period, 11:29 left. We missed the first period. The first penalty, I'm sorry. Okay, Heath Nissen now. John Davignon knocked away by John Powers in the RAHA zone. We're back to 5-on-4 here. John Davignon now. John Davignon trying to flip it over to Morgan Butler. John Davignon keeps it in. Kept in by Kurt Ouimet. John Davignon. John Davignon looking for Morgan Butler. Knocks it off the board. Morgan Butler left side looking to shoot. Chased by John Powers. Skates around. Middlebury a man up here. A minute left in the penalty. Morgan Butler keeps it in. Middlebury showing some nice passing skills. It trickles around in front. Trickled there. Thrown in by Morgan Butler. Trickled over the stick of Steve Heitkamp and almost into the goal. Chucky Whitehead right there. Knocked off the puck there by Laurie Goodwin. Checked by Kurt Ouimet. Laurie's up. John Powers, Don Bedard behind the goal. Don Bedard. Little pushing there, Don Bedard. Morgan Butler right there to fire, and he's wide again. Kurt Ouimet now from the right side fires. Stick in front there, and oh my! Fires, we got some pushing here. He fired. Steve Heitkamp, who was sitting right there in front of the goal, tried to get a stick on it, and was taken down by Don Bedard from behind. And neither player liked that, and there was a little shoving there. Nice clean game here. Bantams tend to get silly as they get older, but the silliness stopped right there with a little shoving. And it looks like we still got 5-on-4 here for 25 more seconds here. 10:22, second period. Middlebury 4, RAHA nothing. Bantam B Invitational Tournament. Out in front, Kurt Ouimet over to Morgan Butler. Morgan Butler at the point, chased by Teddy Everett. Deeks once, fires from the point, stopped beautifully. Rebound in front, just missed there by number 15, Steve Heitkamp. Puck knocked up the ice by Teddy Everett. Here comes Morgan Butler. Nice pass taken away there by James Wade. Knocked away by Keith Lazarchuk. Teddy Everett now trying to clear. Here comes Teddy Everett. Heads up ice, chased by Butler. Pass over there to Andy Traynor. Andy Traynor just misses it. Knocked back down by Keith Lazarchuk, taken by Davignon. Davignon now looking for number 25. Blocked there by James Wade. Becky Daly, I'm sorry. Kurt Ouimet now. Nice pass into the corner. Taken off the puck by Keith Lazarchuk is number 25, Matt LaFiandra. Puck knocked away there by Patrick Stahl down. Here comes RAHA. Keith Lazarchuk headed up ice, tries to pass it up there. Here comes Teddy Everett in the right side, fires. He's high and wide to the left of Colin Reynolds, to the right of Colin Reynolds from the right side. Off to our left here, puck in the neutral zone. Keith Lazarchuk. Keith Lazarchuk chased by Matt LaFiandra, taking off the puck nicely. Number 15 coming in unchecked here. Fired just across the goal crease. Steve Heitkamp, nice shot, wrist shot. 23 centered in front to Heitkamp. Heitkamp right there. Pass from Kurt Ouimet. Morgan Butler trying to keep it in. Kurt Ouimet. Morgan Butler fires on goal. Oh my! Morgan Butler from the left point. Lefty Morgan Butler. He did put a little garlic sauce on that one. Chuck Whitehead had it there. Lowered his glove. Off the tip of his glove between his legs. Trickled into the net. 8:36, second period. Morgan Butler, smooth player here. 5-0 Middlebury. RAHA with a long climb back. Chucky Whitehead, you got to feel bad for Chucky. He's getting barraged there, but handling himself very well. That puck just trickled through his legs and made a nice initial stop. Puck's about to be dropped. LaFiandra, Teddy Everett. Centered in front. Won by Everett. Taken there by Morgan Butler. Escapes the check of Laurie Goodwin. John Davignon now, very smooth skater. Big guy. Comes in on the right side. Morgan Butler given credit for the goal now. Puck in the neutral zone. Puck sent down into the RAHA zone, chased by number 56, Brian Schmitz. Brian Schmitz, Teddy Everett. John Powers now lost the puck. Davignon on the right side looking for 12. Passes, nice pass in front, stopped by Chuck Whitehead. Well done, it's a give and go there. John Davignon passed it nicely over to Heath Nissen. Took a shot from the left side, blocked nicely by Chuck Whitehead. Chuck was nearly defenseless there. Some checking right in front of us here. Davignon, Powers, two big guys. Lots of nice black curly hair under those helmets, but two big fellas. Shot on goal from the right side there, blocked nicely by a defenseman, Kurt Ouimet. Puck headed into the RAHA zone. 7:15 left, second period. Poke checked away there by Brian Schmitz. Puck headed down the Middlebury end. Well, it's Thursday evening here, March 7th, and RAHA has been under attack. 6:56 second period, trailing 5-0. Chuck Whitehead feels like he's at a lonely outpost down there in goal. Puck taken by Heath Nissen. Now over to John Davignon. John Davignon stick handles nicely. Past the Morgan Butler. Butler at the point again. Fires a flip shot. Knocked away nicely there by Chuck Whitehead. Right on goal, though, Morgan Butler. Morgan Butler, awful nice-looking player. A lefty. So with 6:31 left in the second period, we've got a 5-0 Middlebury lead. RAHA 1996 Bantam B tournament. Tom LaPlaca tried to bring you the action here with laryngitis. Mary DeAngelis, who's running this tournament, is on the camera, doing everything here, from the concession stand to the camera. We'll have a face-off to our right here. Heath Nissen wins the face-off. Andy Trainer out there now, lost that face-off. John Davignon tries to control Patrick Stolley. Chases. We've got Brent Smith. Puck behind the RAHA goal. 6:06 second period. The action's kind of slowed down. Here comes Keith Lazarchuk. Looks to fire it up there to Laurie Goodwin. I'm sorry, Brian Smith. Brian Smith. Just a little long for Brian Smith. Keith Lazarchuk. Knocked off the puck as Andy Trainer knocks off a very smooth Matt LaFiandra. Puck taken now by Keith Smith. I'm sorry, it's not Keith. Brian Smith, I apologize. Here comes Heath Nissen. Knocked away nicely by Don Bedard. Morgan Butler. Heath Nissen. So with 5:20 second period, action is slowed. Morgan Butler fires again from his home, that left point. John Davignon fired on goal, knocked away there by Chucky Whitehead. Fired in again by LaFiandra, knocked away again off the pads of Chucky Whitehead. Chucky Whitehead, Morgan Butler keeps firing. It looks like a shooting range here. John Davignon. Teddy Everett now steals the puck, heads up ice, around one man, Morgan Butler to beat. John Davignon, Teddy Everett fires it on goal, right off the helmet of Colin Reynolds. Right off the noodle on that one, 4:43 second period. Teddy Everett hustling everywhere here. Teddy Everett giving up nothing in hustle, that's for sure. Matt LaFiandra on the right side now, chased by Don Bedard, tough to catch. Heath Nissen fires a shot. Fires a shot from 5 feet away from Chuck Whitehead. Chuck has got... We've been corrected. Wait a minute. We've been corrected. Who's our goalie? Who's our goalie? Oh, we've had to change a goalie. Hold on, folks. Mackenzie. Wouldn't you know, right in front of us, they knocked us, Chuck Whitehead away. It's Josh McKenzie that's taking this pressure. Sorry, Josh. Sorry, Josh. Josh McKenzie. I think we've had a goalie change. I hope we have. Wait a minute. I'll check with my spotters down there. Was Whitehead in there? Oh, he was in there. All right. Josh McKenzie now in goal. Chucky Whitehead had him not enough, I guess. And okay, Teddy Everett up ice in the neutral zone. Headed down. He's got to beat Kurt Ouimet. He does. Oh, yeah. Lovely, lovely, lovely play for Ted Everett. Ted Everett had to beat Kurt Ouimet there. Went around one side and controlled the puck. Fired a forehand shot just to the left of Colin Reynolds. Colin was outstretched, and it looks like RAHA's on the board here. 4:10 left to go in the second period. Well, thank goodness I've been corrected by a spectator here. Amateur announcing will get you amateur results. We've got Josh McKenzie in goal now for Rutland. Chucky Whitehead. They might have taken him to the infirmary. He was barraged here for the first period and a half. And so Josh McKenzie in goal for RAHA. 5-1 Middlebury. Second period. 4 minutes left in the second period. Steve Heitkamp now. Puck knocked away there by Josh McKenzie. Oh, right in front, Josh McKenzie. Josh McKenzie with a quick stick now knocks it away again. Steve Heitkamp. Tempted center to Steve Heitkamp, taken away by Teddy Everett. Teddy gives up nothing in hustle here, moving nicely. Cross center ice, here he comes in on goal. Oh, great save by Colin Reynolds. Colin Reynolds, Teddy Everett again with the puck in the RAHA zone. Backhands it, tries to center, right in front to John Powers, can't control. Centered again to 87. Lori Goodwin. Little pressure from RAHA here. Keith Lazarchuk left, trickles it in, flip shot. John Powers try to control. John Powers centers Teddy Everett, fired on goal, knocked away nicely by number 12, Heath Nissen. Behind the goal now, Matt LaFiandra up on the far boards, knocked away nicely there by Andy Trader, kept in by Andy Trader. Lori Goodwin, Andy Trader, working hard now. RAHA appears to come to life a little bit here. Centered, taken away nicely by Morgan Butler. Morgan Butler up on the left side. Here comes Morgan Butler on the left side. Attempted to be knocked off the ice by Becky Daly. Wraps around. Morgan Butler smoothly came around back of the net, wrapped around just wide. Chased there by Matt LaFiandra. Puck in the neutral zone. Oh, right behind Keith Lazarchuk, just taps it away. Patrick Stolley on the ice, Andy Trainer for RAHA. Keith Lazarchuk now. Knocked away there nicely by Steve Heitkamp. Heath Nissen, Steve Heitkamp from Middlebury. Pass up there to Patrick Stolley. Checked there by Kurt Wimett. Over to Andy Trainer, thrown into the zone. Lori Goodwin off the ice. Here comes Teddy Everett again. Morgan Butler, the smooth one. An attempted check there by Pat Stolley. It's tough to find Morgan Butler. He's a smooth skater. Don Bedard backhands it. Here comes Steve Heitkamp, taken away there by Andy Trainer. Passed up Pat Stolley, up into the neutral zone. Morgan Butler right there, ready to control. Nice stick handling. John Davignon back in the game. Patrick Stolley, Morgan Butler. Morgan Butler over to Kurt Wimett. Kurt Wimett behind his own goal. Chased by the ever-hustling Teddy Everett. Teddy Everett with a goal here. 1:20 left in the second period. Teddy Everett has made it 5-1 here in Middlebury. Don Bedard stops the puck in the neutral zone. Flipped up. Skated by Matt LaFiandra now up along the left boards here to our right. Tries to center it to John Davignon. Knocked away by Don Bedard. Pat Stolley taken off the ice by Morgan Butler. Here comes Teddy Everett. Teddy Everett skates. Oh, Teddy Everett, a beautiful move. Took the puck again from the left side, came across in the front of the goaltender, Colin Reynolds, and he fired a forehand wrist shot. Didn't look like it had much on it. Went right between the legs of Colin Reynolds. And Teddy Everett decides he's had enough of this barrage here. Brings RAHA a little bit of life here. 53-second second period. Middlebury 5, RAHA 2. Well done for Teddy Everett. One thing is clear, Teddy Everett's a hustling kid. RAHA does seem to be a little flat, not necessarily true, but Teddy Everett is everywhere. RAHA does seem a little bit overmatched by this Middlebury team, but it's 5-2 here, and they're back in the game, in the hockey game. Here comes Teddy Everett again. We got an offsides here. Lori Goodwin couldn't clear. Teddy Everett now, 2 goals. We've had goals, as far as we know, from Morgan Butler, Steve Heitkamp, John Davignon, and Kurt Wimett. And I don't know about our 5th goal. Centering up straight ahead of us here to our left. One there by Middlebury. Kurt Wimett now, chased by Keith Lazarchuk. Keith Lazarchuk, Kurt Wimett. Kurt trying to center, Kurt in front. Knocked away there. Nice save by Josh McKenzie. Josh McKenzie. Puck up ahead. Here comes Lori Goodwin. Teddy Everett now. RAHA appears to be getting some life. The hustling Teddy Everett all over the place. On the ice. Misses a check for the big Morgan Butler. Puck behind the goal. Chased by Lori Goodwin. Kurt Wimett. John Powers throws it back in the zone now. Taken there by 15. Steve Heitkamp. And with the buzzer ending the second period, we have Rutland 2, Middlebury 5. Music in the background. We will rock you. We're here at RAHA. This is Channel 15. Privileged to bring you the RAHA Invitational B tournament here. Thursday evening, March 7th. We've got games March 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th through the weekend. We've got We've got 4 squirt teams, 4 peewee teams, and 4 bantam teams, ages 10 and 11, ages 12 and 13, and ages 14 and 15, respectively. The first 2 games tonight, the first game brought to you by Eddie Seager. We had some technical difficulties, but we think we got most of it frozen in time. Eddie had to leave with his son, who was beaten by a very good Middlebury squirt team, 3-0, and despite a nice performance by Josh Provo in goal for RAHA. And we're here now, third period, RAHA B Invitational Tournament, third period of the Bantam B, RAHA Middlebury. Middlebury with a nice team, comes down here ahead 5-2. RAHA now with 15 minutes left to go in the third period as we start it to see what they can do to get this thing evened up. Looks like we still got Josh McKenzie in goal to my left here, and replacing Chucky Whitehead, Colin Reynolds to my right. Face-off in front. Laurie Goodwin checks the face-off man. Matt LaFiandra now coming along the left side, taking off the puck there by Brian Smith. Brian Smith, Morgan Butler fires unattended. Morgan Butler fires right in on Josh McKenzie. Josh right there, nice save. Little scrum to our left here. Johnny Powers throws it up into the Middlebury zone. So, underway, third period, 5-2, Middlebury over RAHA. Tom LaPlaca here with the action for you. Mary DeAngelis, commissioner who organized this Bantam B tournament, is on the camera. She's doing everything here at RAHA. Nicely taken away by Don Bedard from Kurt Ouimet. Puck in the neutral zone. RAHA's got a lot of work to do. The smooth Morgan Butler chases the puck. We've got an icing apparently in offsides. It's icing. So with 14-14 left to go in the third period, we've had some serious amateur announcing here. We didn't recognize the change in goalie. Chuck Whitehead started, was barraged, and Josh McKenzie now in goal for RAHA. We've had a couple penalties that we missed, but other than that, and a couple of minor omissions, we're trying to bring you all the action here. Amateur announcing, amateur camera person, amateur results sometime, but we're here and it's a pleasure. Channel 15 here. 14:05 third period. Puck in the neutral zone. Big John Davignon now over to Morgan Butler, the smooth one. Morgan Butler stick handling beautifully now. Chased there nicely. Morgan Butler chased there by James Wade. John Davignon from center ice, blocked there by Pat Stawley. James Wade now. Can't get rid of it. Kurt Ouimet, James Wade. Here comes James Wade, throws it into the zone. A little hesitant, throws it in. Taken by Morgan Butler, and the puck came over the glass. And I'm afraid it hit one of our spectators here. This is a rarity. The puck came over the glass from Morgan Butler. And we have a pretty young gal here. We've got a little bang in the cheek, but she appears to be fine. Oh, we're happy to see that. She's a brave soul, nice purple mitts, and getting attended to by a couple of the fans, hopefully one of them related. She's moving away from the ice now, and she seems to be fine, smiling. So Morgan Butler, the smooth one, knocks the puck over the glass and taps a spectator in the cheek. She's fine. We're about to go. Matt LaFiandra, Teddy Everett, won by LaFiandra. Morgan Butler behind his own net. Puck thrown up ice, chased by Don Bedard. Icing called. 13-19, third period. Middlebury 5, RAHA Bantam B 2. We've got a weekend full of action for you here. Plenty of games. Tomorrow night, 2 games. Saturday, Sunday games all the way through Sunday afternoon when we have a championship game. This is a point tournament, not a double elimination tournament like Founders Cup. Puck to our right, Teddy Everett wins it from LaFiandra. Knocked away there by John Davignon, chased by Brian Smith. Brian Smith knocked in there by Bedard. We've got James Wade down here. Morgan Butler skating backwards beautifully. Stopped there nicely by Brian Smith. Pass, beautiful pass up the Wade. James Wade. Brian Smith, nice centering pass. Laurie Goodwin fires in. Morgan Butler gets rid of it, throws it up to John Davignon now. 12:50 third period, 5-2 Middlebury. And again, they're firing at the bench over there. Puck into the RAHA box. Just missed one of the coaches there. Incidentally, the Bantam B coaches for the visiting Middlebury are Derek Bartlett and Fletcher Brush. And RAHA Bantam B coaches Warren Butch Everett. And appears Al Ransom just missing getting knocked on the noodle there with a flying puck. And Al with the quick reflexes and took that white beard and deked left, and the puck missed him. So we're back in action here to our left, about to have a face-off. 12:46, third period. John Powers now tries to control up across the neutral zone. Attempts to pass. Kind of a wild pass across ice. I mean, there's 3 Middlebury players there. John didn't see them. John Powers trying to control. Hustling John. John's right in there hustling. We've got the Andy Trainer there. And here comes Heath Nissen and Steve Heitkamp. Morgan Butler comes in on the left side as he's smooth. Knocked away nicely there by Becky Daly. Becky Daly knocks it away. John Davignon. John Davignon chased there by Patrick Stolly now. Here comes Middlebury. Matt LaFiandra. Nice pass in there to Heath Nissen. Fires wide off the post to the left of Josh McKenzie. Fired again. Morgan Butler. Save Josh McKenzie. My. A rush there with an open, unattended Heath Nissen. Fired just to the left of Josh McKenzie. Banged off the post. Rebound passed out to Morgan Butler. Took a shot from the left point and right off the pads, right on goal. Josh McKenzie, 2 nice stops. 11:54, third period. Middlebury 5, RAHA 2. 1996 B Invitational Tournament. Dropped off. Face-off won by LaFiandra. Controlled by Kurt Wimet. Neutral zone. LaFiandra fighting with Bedard. Bedard chasing. Taken there by Steve Heitkamp, thrown into the zone. Brian Smith now trying to get it out. Flipped in there on goal. Looks like it's taken by a hustling Teddy Everett. Here comes Teddy Everett in on the right side now. Kurt Wimet the beat. He does beat him. He's by him. He fires. Nice stop by Colin Reynolds. Nice stop by Colin Reynolds, and a frustrated James Wade there. Kind of frustrated James Wade with a little shoving on Kurt Wimet. That's over with. A brief flurry of silliness there. A little shoving. All done. Teddy Everett, ever hustling. 2 goals tonight. Coming in on the right side. Nice stop by Colin Reynolds. Face off to our right. Teddy Everett. Heath Nissen. Kurt Wimet. Knocked away by James Wade. He runs into John Davignon, and that's running into a tree. Puck headed up into the RAHA zone. 11 minutes, third period. RAHA looking to hustle here. A little frustrated. The frustration is beginning to show here. But Middlebury still hustling after the puck. This is a nice Middlebury team. Nice RAHA team. Don Bedard up against the glass with Matt LaFiandra. Puck taken away there by James Wade. James Wade looking to pass it up to Teddy Everett. He does. On his stick. Dekes one man. Past John Davignon. Tries to center. Just by James Wade now. The lefty. Skating around. Taken off the ice by Morgan Butler. Backhand. No good. Laurie Goodwin. A little weak shot. Backhand again. Trying to center it. Kurt Wimet. Morgan Butler. Control. Here comes Morgan Butler. 1 man to beat. Tries to do it. Nicely done there. Defense beautifully by Brian Smith. Morgan Butler controls. Brian Smith loses a stick. Brian, nice defense there on that rush. Here comes number 15, Steve Heitkamp. A rolling puck there, controlled by Brian Smith. RAHA seems playing a little more heads up. Lots of hustling. James Wade headed up here. John Davignon now takes the puck away. Heath Nissen. John Powers, lots of hustling here. John Powers chasing that thing. Teddy Everett right there, looks to center. Man in front, James Wade fires. Blocked beautifully by Colin Reynolds. Looking for it, he can't find it. Colin Reynolds blocks a left-handed 3-foot shot by James Wade. Had it, thought he had it covered. It was off to his left. We've got an injured player, John Powers, down on the ice. To our right, to the left of the goalie, helped up by Morgan Butler. And John Powers will be skating away. Gets a hand from the fans there, and good for Morgan Butler. He's not only a smooth skater, but appears to be a smooth person, too. Helps John up. John appeared to be hurt. What a shot on goal there from James Wade, left-handed. Colin Reynolds thought he had it covered. It was to his left. Nobody could find it. Got some help. It was knocked away, and good play by Colin Reynolds. Morgan Butler, you got to like this Morgan Butler. He's a very smooth player. Puck into the neutral zone. Chased after by John Dav. John Davenier's a big guy, but he's been hustling here all evening. And stopped there nicely. Taken away in the neutral zone. Keith Lazarchik knocks it back into the Middlebury zone. Morgan Butler, John Davenier, a couple of bookends, and good ones. Chased by Laurie Goodwin. Puck up into the neutral zone. Stopped there by... Over to Andy Trader and Laurie Goodwin. John Davenier controls. 8:50 left, third period. Middlebury 5, RAHA 2 now. Here comes Steve Heitkamp now. He peeks one man. Loses control. Knocked away nicely by Josh McKenzie. Kurt Wimet. Soft pass in front. Stopped there by McKenzie. Oh, my. Heath Nissen took a shot on goal. Josh McKenzie stretched out, stopped it. And the puck is in the RAHA zone here. Chased by Heitkamp. Andy Trainer. Here comes Lazarchik now. Takes a shot from the blue line. Controlled nicely by Morgan Butler. Morgan Butler up in front of us here to our right. Over to Heath Nissen. Taps it up to Kurt Wimet. Kurt coming in on the left side. Fires on goal. Josh McKenzie, great save. Skate save, and a nice one at that. Kurt Wimet to our left here in the left corner. Morgan Butler fires on goal. Beautiful save. Right on Josh McKenzie. Josh McKenzie, with the quick reflexes now, has taken a couple of hard shots from the left side here and appears calm and in control. Nice skate save. He had a blocker side save this period and a couple of pad saves, and Josh McKenzie looks good in goal here. Colin Reynolds also playing well here. Two good goaltenders. Off to our left here. Kurt Wimet wins the faceoff from Teddy Everett. Teddy with 2 goals here for RAHA. Middlebury 5, RAHA 2, 7:36 left in the third period. Up against the boards to our left here. Puck taken away by Kurt Wimet. That's LaFiandra, I'm sorry. LaFiandra checked there by... Puck in front, fired. Oh my, puck in front, fired by Wimet. Josh McKenzie right there, skated away. We've got a whistle here. The goal appears to be off its mooring to the left here. Josh McKenzie doing a nice job in goal here, under some pressure from this fine Middlebury team. RAHA picking up the pace a little bit, but just can't seem to get over the hump and get in this thing. Taken there, looks like by James Wade. James Wade taken down by 2 men. Backhands one, stop by Colin Reynolds. Colin Reynolds with a nice pad stop, goes to his knees. It looked like a pretty benign shot by James Wade, but Colin Reynolds is right there. It was right on goal, and that one could have slid through. 7:07, third period. Middlebury 5, Rutland 2, RAHA 2. Brian Smith on the ice now. Donald Bedard, John Powers. Heath Nissen taps it up to LaFiandra, taken there by LaFiandra, Matt LaFiandra. Matt LaFiandra tries to pass it up to Heath Nissen. Teddy Everett chases it down to our left here in the RAHA zone. Centered out in the zone. Don Bedard tries to knock it away. James Wade now coming up the left side. Got to beat Davignon. Does. Heath Nissen, Steve Heitkamp right there. Puck thrown back into the RAHA zone. 6:35 left in the third period. RAHA back up against it now. And we're going to have a face-off to our right here. with 6:36 left to go in the third period. Colin Reynolds getting a few words from Steve Heitkamp. Middlebury looks in control here. Excellent passing team. Becky Daly now takes it, flips it in, just past Lori Goodwin. John Davignon now chased there by Goodwin. Puck throw back up into the RAHA zone, chased by Keith Lazarchuk and Becky Daly. We've got an icing, and we'll head back up here to our right for a face-off in the Middlebury zone. 6:24, third period, 5-2 Middlebury over RAHA. RAHA Invitational, Bantam B. Lots of action all weekend here. Middlebury defeated the RAHA Squirt B 3-0 in the first game, and it looks like they're in control of this game with 6:24 in the third period, 5-2. Lori Goodwin. Morgan Butler now. Morgan Butler now. Loses control, throws it up the boards into the RAHA zone. Becky Daly, Keith Lazarchuk, Heath Nissen. Pass up there to Patrick Stolley. Chased by John Davignon. John Davignon knocked it away. John Davignon controls now in his RAHA zone. Fired. Oh, my. Great shot. Forehand. Looks like a little wrist shot, but had something on it. Fired right from the center point by John Davignon. And with 6 minutes exactly left on the clock, John Davignon gets, I believe, his second goal. And Middlebury adds another security goal with 6 minutes left with a 4-goal lead. Middlebury 6, RAHA 2. 6 minutes, third period. RAHA B Invitational Tournament. Middlebury in control, 6-2. Facing up here is Lori Goodwin and Steve Heitkamp. Lori Goodwin knocks into the zone. Davignon takes it. Stopped there by Andy Trader. Andy Trader knocks it into the zone now. Morgan Butler. Don Bedard tries to control, thrown back up into the zone. Andy Trader clears. Don Bedard now. Brian Smith and colliding with Steve Heitkamp there. Patrick Stolley knocks it up into the Middlebury zone. Chased there by Lori Goodwin. Lori Goodwin chasing Morgan Butler. Andy Trader right there, couldn't control. Neutral zone. Steve Heitkamp now, neutral zone. Heads into the RAHA zone. 3 men chasing him. Knocked away by Don Bedard nicely. Big John the Tree Davignon here. Excellent stick handling. Skating smoothly, passes it to his right. Weak shot on goal from Steve Heitkamp. Morgan Butler now loses the puck. Andy Trainer knocked off the ice by Morgan Butler. Andy Trainer took a check from Morgan Butler. Kirk Wimet trying to control, chased by Teddy Everett. We've got a line change here. Here comes Heath, Steve Heitkamp, John Davignon. And we've got an offsides here. So with 4:25, third period, Middlebury in control, 6-2. We've got a line change. John Powers out for RAHA. Keith Lazarchuk out for RAHA. Becky Daly. Teddy Everett. Matt LaFiandra now. Taking off the puck by, centering pass there by LaFiandra wide. Nobody there to control. Taken by Heath Nissen now. LaFiandra chasing. James Wade chasing. John Powers tries to get it up ice. Here's James Wade, I'm sorry. Morgan Butler now. Passes to Heath Nissen, can't control. Tries to control. Past one man, taken off the ice by Lazarchuk. Becky Daly. Morgan Butler. Teddy Everett now, here they come. Teddy Everett, James Wade on the left wing. Taken off there by John Davignon, not off his feet though. James Wade stays with it. Teddy Everett right there, knocked away by Teddy Everett. Tries to come around here on the, centering just missed there to Keith Lazarchuk. Becky Daly back now, here comes Heath Nissen. Heath Nissen knocked away by Becky Daly beautifully. Knocked away by Becky Daly. Morgan Butler tried to take Wade off the puck. Wade still controls. Wade controls, fires right in front. Nice stop by Colin Reynolds. James Wade made a nice shot. Had a lot of moxie on that one. Colin Reynolds right there to kick it away. 3 minutes, 3:07, third period. Middlebury 6, RAHA 2. So as we get into our second game here of the RAHA Invitational B tournament, Middlebury in control of both games, 3-0 in the first one against the Squirts, winning this one 6-2. We've got RAHA, Middlebury, Woodstock, and Missisquoi at the Squirt level, and the 4 teams in Pee Wee are RAHA, Middlebury's the Southern Connecticut Seahawks, and the Hanover Red. And in Bantam, we've got RAHA team, Middlebury. These 2 teams now playing along with the Southern Connecticut Seahawks and Missisquoi. 2 points for a win, 1 point for a tie, nothing for a loss here. Nice pass. Heath Nissen takes it up on the right side. Knocked away, poke checked away there by Don Bedard. Right in front, attempted pass. Oh my. Well-deserved goal here. 3 passes. I missed the players. There was a pass from center ice to the left and a little flip pass in front, a touch pass, and somebody banged it home to the right of Josh McKenzie with 2:50 left to go. And we're going to have a 5-goal Middlebury lead now with 2:50 left to go. And Middlebury with the game well in hand here, 7-2. So a tired bunch of RAHA players looking to center it up here. We'll have a face-off right in front of us at center ice in the neutral zone. Morgan Butler, Heath Nissen, Steve Heitkamp, Kurt Wimette, John Davignon for Middlebury, Andy Trainer, Laurie Goodwin, Teddy Everett, Don Bedard for RAHA. Middlebury, nice pass to Nissen in the zone. Nissen trying to control. Knocked away there by Patrick Stolley. Matt LaFiandra now. John Davignon trying to keep it in. Gets it out. We've got offsides here. John Davignon couldn't quite control. And we got a 2:24, third period. 7-2 Middlebury. Line change here. So if you're interested in some good hockey this weekend, we've got an excellent lineup here. There'll be a lot of games tomorrow. There are 2 games, Saturday and Sunday. There will be multiple games. Championship Sunday afternoon. 2 points for a win, nothing for a loss, and 1 for a tie. The most points at the end of the tournament will go to the championship round. And LaFiandra given credit by the announcer for the goal, and assisted by Steve Heitkamp. Kurt Wimette now, nice pass to Steve Heitkamp. Nissen, Heitkamp, Wimette, chased by LaFiandra, James Wade, Johnny Powers right in front, taken away by John Powers. And backhand, spin around shot by Heath Nissen, forehand, spin around. Josh McKenzie now trying to knock it away. Just pretty nonchalant with that stick, and that could have cost him a goal. Colin Reynolds out to meet the puck. John Davignon played well for Middlebury on defense. The hustling Teddy Everett is out there, but I don't think he's going to turn this one around. 7-2 Middlebury. Down LaPlaca, Channel 15, trying to bring you the action here. Here comes Nissen on the right side, taken off the puck by Becky Daly. Becky Daly taken down and in return by Nissen. Johnny Powers trying to control, looking for the puck. Poke checked away by Wimette. Wimette to Davignon, Middlebury. A minute left to go. Well, we've got Mary DeAngelis on the camera here. Mary set this tournament up. She is the commissioner of this level for this tournament. And she's got a dandy set up here. But RAHA will not get any points for this game as they trail 7-2 against Middlebury's Bantam B. So with 51 seconds left, we have to say the 2 Middlebury teams that played tonight, well prepared, taking on the RAHA teams. And it looks like we're going to have a 3-0 Squirt win and a 7-2 Bantam win. Clock winding down. 36 seconds. Teddy Everett now needs one for the hat trick. Taken off the ice beautifully by Morgan Butler. Nice check there. John Davignon head up ice. Teddy Everett trying to find his land legs again. Puck thrown in there. Goalie's been pulled for RAHA. Kurt Wimette tries to center it. Lori Goodwin chases. James Wade now up along the boards. John Davignon, open net down there. Lori Goodwin picks up the puck into the zone now. Trying to skate around one person, fires. Oh, nice save by Colin Reynolds. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen, end of third period. So with our first two games finished here, March 7th, there's a blizzard outside, and there's a lot of action inside. Channel 15, going to try to bring you as much of the B tournament as we can this weekend. At least the RAHA teams. We've seen two teams tonight, the Squirt team and the Bantam team, both beaten by Middlebury, 3-0 and 7-2 respectively. Two smooth skating Middlebury teams. RAHA, plenty of time to regroup. Got some talent down there. Teddy Everett with 2 goals tonight. A little overmatched, got behind the 8 ball, and as the Squirts did. Squirts went down 2 or 3-0 in the first period. So we'll leave you here. March 7th, we're going to head out into the blizzard. Stay warm. You want to have some fun, see some great volunteerism, see some great hockey. Come down this weekend to RAHA, the Bantam B. Mary DeAngelis will be here. She's on the camera now. She's behind the concession stand. She's all over the place. And along with other mothers and fathers here, all volunteer RAHA will bring you some action. And so we'll say good evening from RAHA. Final scores here, Middlebury Squirts 3, RAHA 0. Middlebury Bantam B 7, RAHA 2. Tom LaPlaca saying good evening. Mary DeAngelis saying good evening for Channel 15. We'll see you tomorrow. Thank you for joining us.